What if the food we've been eating for our entire lives has put us into some kind of food coma and we've been floating around like a Halloween decoration for the big day? But in this case, the big day never actually happens. And you wake up from your food coma and realize that your entire life has been wrong. This is Ryan over High Carb Generator. Welcome to my channel. Light topic today. So as of late, I'm out here in my favorite park again. Water's really flowing. The other day, well, my work day is quite long. It's usually 12 hours, and I usually have like an hour window in between, you know, like DoorDash or whatever I'm doing, making videos and doing art work. And I don't feel like cooking in that time. So lately I've been buying this cereal from the store. I usually try to get the big bags of stuff because it's cheaper than buying it in the box. But I realized every time I ate that, holy shit, this is like a slip and slide. Every time I ate that stuff, my pee was like bright yellow, It looked like, you know, it could belong in the color coordination going around in this forest here. I'm like, what the hell is this all about? And I also noticed that when this was happening, I was like comatose. And I have people in the comment section over the years, couple years that I've been making these videos, tell me that when they eat carbohydrates, they get into like this almost coma state. And I'm like, well, whatever, it's just you readjusting. But I have been doing this lifestyle for years now. And I'm like, why am I getting this coma? Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just cereal. And this is kind of one of the reasons that I stopped eating oatmeal too, because I kind of had this same exact thing. I don't get any energy from oatmeal, and I'm always hungry. Always. Man, this looks sweet. Always hungry on oatmeal. I don't know if it's as sweet through the lens of this, but the lens of my eyes, it looks good. And it got me to thinking, you know, because I don't have this happen when I eat potatoes. I don't have this happen as much anyway when I eat rice and pasta. Potatoes, I really don't notice it much at all. Rice a little bit. But rice, actually, I sleep better than I do with potatoes. So I kind of like to mix the two, like every other day or something like that, or every third day I'll have rice. So I started looking at this labels on, which I always do anyways, on this cereal, but I'm like, more than half the ingredients on this thing, because I try to get the ones with the least amount of ingredients possible, and I certainly don't buy any with that BHT. It's like a burial mound here. Look at this. It's not as dramatic. This is crazy. I don't get anything with that BHT, and because I never trusted it, and now I see that Japan is actually blocking it from even entering the country because how bad it is for humans consumption. Maybe dogs can have it, I don't know, but humans, it's a no-go. Anyway, what am I walking on? What am I seeing here? And I started noticing, sorry, maybe the coma's still happening. I started noticing that more than half the ingredients were vitamins. And I'm like, why is there so many vitamins in this stuff? You know, this doesn't make any sense. Damn. Back to reality. And I went to the store and I started looking every single one of these cereal boxes or bags, it's nothing but, I mean, it's basically like 3 actual ingredients and then 20 kind of fortified or modified or whatever vitamins. I'm like, no wonder I'm peeing straight yellow here. It's like, it's like not even yellow. It's like fluorescent. And I'm getting into this comatose. And it got me to thinking, like, how much of this is actually going on in our foods? Because I have, by and large, floated. I swear I could go into Siberia and somebody'd still be watching me make a video. But I go into this comatose. And the other day I took a test about like, are you autistic? And I scored really high on it. So apparently I've got autism too, but maybe it's because of the cereal and the oatmeal and all this fortified foods that we really shouldn't be eating. I don't know why we need to dump all this fortified, and then at the bottom of all of them it says made from genetically engineered foods. Like, what the hell? You just can't get away from it. So no wonder most of us float through life. I think it's called Apathy or whatever by David Hawkins. He calls it apathy, like don't live in that state of apathy where you don't care about anything, you know, want to do anything, nothing matters to you. You just kind of float through life. But is it the food? Is it the food causing this? Anyway, I wanted to make a video about that because I've had people talk about this coma, and I'm like, well, that's not real. You know, it doesn't really happen. But it's been happening to me. And I've been on this lifestyle for a very long time. And that also gets you to thinking, like, are we supposed to eat just straight carbs? Are we supposed to eat other stuff? You know, I know when a lot of my days, I'm not very good at eating, especially when my cortisol is really high. But you think about these people who do nothing but, you know, fast and everything like that, their cortisol has to be through the roof. And that's that euphoria that you talk about. You can feel it, and it feels great for a certain amount of time, and then it doesn't. It gets really, you get straight anxiety. You get all these terrible symptoms from it, and you wonder why. You know, you have this euphoria. It's the keto euphoria that people have when they're on the keto diet. I know, because I did it.
Until I could call you home. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying up above. We both need a little love. Hiding a million different things. Waiting for the nighttime to see what it brings. And I'm still living deep in my head.
You got that euphoria going on, but it's not euphoria. It's cortisol being really high, and that cortisol being really high means that you should go get some sugar in the system because it needs to calm down, and sugar calms you down. But it shouldn't put you in a coma, and that's what this cereal has been doing to me, and that's what oatmeal used to do to me too. So I stopped with the oatmeal. I got tired of it. A, I was hungry all the time, and B, it never would wake me up. I would always be like, you know, like passed out afterwards. So maybe I just can't have cereals. I don't know. But it makes a lot more sense for me to have cereals because of my crazy work life, which I'm changing by making more videos, and eventually going to have a channel that supports me. But until then, I guess cereal's off the list, but I like it so much. I finally found this golden crisp, I think it's called. I forget what it's called, but it's like this wheat. I don't know what it is, but it tastes really good. Oh, that looks like a death trap. I think we're gonna turn it around. Yep, we're gonna turn around. Anyways, I mean, what do you do? And I did that video with that Barbara O'Neill the other day, and that Harvard guy found that carbs and fat, lipids, whatever you want to call them, they don't actually hinder us in any way. They don't cause all of the, the protein was the one that was causing aging, that was causing all the issues with these people in the studies, the animals in these studies. Protein was the issue. So fat and carbohydrates actually can be eaten ad libitum and don't cause any issues with aging. They don't cause any issues with anything in the body. So where does that leave you? Because I have to admit, my energy hasn't been that great lately. Maybe it's because of the cereal. Maybe it's this ridiculous amount of vitamins. I mean, I don't know, who needs this many vitamins? Of course, I do eat, more than a standard portion. I think everybody does. Nobody eats these little 2-ounce portions that they claim that we should be eating on the packaging. It's just not, it just doesn't fill anybody up. Hell, it didn't fill me up when I was a kid, when I was a toddler. Anyway, that's my thoughts for this video. Like, subscribe, comments, questions. Do you get that coma from cereal or no? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll talk to you next one. Oh, like, subscribe.
Sometimes I feel my heart is there. Maybe tonight